What's up, guys? So, I've been thinking around and I decided to get it. This is a 06 4Runner. I've been just like kind of playing around with it for like my whole life because I've had this car like since I got it. I'm the best driver out there. Anyways, enough yapping. This is 06 4Runner. I had a bumper on here like an overland build because I just wanted to do that because I fabricated some stuff, some skid plate, and it's gone. I just sold it to some dude, for like a couple $100, and so I'm left without a bumper right now. My parents don't know, so I'm trying to get like a prerunner bumper going here. So I have like a little knowledge. So if I'm 18, have a little bit of knowledge, anyone can do this. It might not look that good, it might look good. I'm just gonna be doing it to the best of what I can do. Yeah. So this is what your 4Runner will look like. I obviously took off all the mounts here and here. I have like a whole bunch of brackets off because my old bumper, like you could see it, so I took it off. This is just a gap filler for my old one. I damaged like the threads quite a bit. I need to clean this all up. I'm gonna do that real quick. But yeah, the threads are damaged, so I'm gonna have to like probably rethread those a little bit. But hopefully you guys, if you end up doing something like this, pay attention and don't try to be as careful as you can, so you don't have to like pop these things out and put new ones in. Because I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get one of these from. I'm just running some like cheap Bilsteins. But yeah, this is my 4Runner over here. A little squatted, pretty squatted. And yeah, it's a high school build, so it's a junkyard high school build, trying to do it as cheap as possible, but as clean as possible because I don't want to rice it out. You gotta get those flat plates. If this goes well, I'll put all the things I bought in the description. I'll let you guys know what to get, how to do it. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to like record everything, because I have a feeling like some days I'm just gonna want to come out and do it as fast as possible because I like to rush things. But other than that, today we're just cleaning up their threads and we're gonna be spacing out. We're gonna be making like the mountain bracket that we're gonna be welding our stems to. I guess that's what you call it. I'm just kind of doing it from what I think it's called. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So this is what we have right now. I still haven't cleaned it yet. Don't be judging me. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get some cardboard. No. All right, so it's a little house. So we got a house there. So yep, just mark it out. So just put on top, trace it out. I'm gonna cut it out later. We're gonna do the same right on this piece because we have a nice square piece. But I am using 2 different types of metal. So this is 1/4 inch. Actually, this is 3/16. Yeah, actually no, they're both 3/16. Okay. This one's just a bigger, maybe. I mean, this is a little thicker, but I'm not sure. Thought it was 3/16, but I think it's 3/16. So we're going with 3/16 for mounting point. Still gotta clean this up. I'll clean this up. I'm gonna mark this one. I'm gonna clean this up. I'll be right back. Okay, we got our slightly visible holes here. This one's much better. Clean these up with a little wire brush, but yeah, it's still a little rusty. Hopefully we're gonna be able to clean these and paint them. That way they're kind of nice and good surface. One of them out. Show you guys what to do tomorrow for that because I'm done for today. So I got my line out and holes done. So I will see you guys tomorrow or Thursday. I'll be back at this. I don't want to wait too long because I want to order the new metal today. I want to make sure my mounts are done so I can start welding fabrication. Okay, so it is now day 2. We have this one drilled out and sketched. This is our other piece. I'm gonna drill out the holes now. See 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you're gonna do the same thing as the other one. You're gonna punch, do a little pilot hole, and then you're gonna drill out. And what I had to do was, even though I used these, I think the size I ended up using was a 7/16, I believe. That was like to fit over the holes to make sure they fit good and nice, and you don't want to strip these out at all, so you want to make sure there's enough. So yeah, same thing. I'll be right back. So we got a little update here. We're switching to this thing because this one just seized up on me. I have to get a refund on that or something. 2 holes in and it's seized up. So there you go, hyper tough for you. I guess we're going old school, but this one's like 20 years old, so it's better. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it fits perfect on here. This drill was a dream maker. It's a little broken, but it's so much faster. If you have a good drill, you're gonna be good to go. Don't get this shit. All right, now we have our little angle grinding station because we don't want anything. So if you're asking why I use so much cardboard, just know that it's gonna like stain. It's not gonna stain it, but it's gonna make a mess wherever it is. So as you can see, we have that piece cut out and that one. That one still has that stupid thing on it I need to cut off still. But it has that too, but I'm just gonna leave that on there. So it's just gonna stay there. But all other than that, I'm gonna cut that piece off and then we're gonna smooth it out with the grinder. I'll show you in a second. All right guys, so a little bit of work later. Here's our pieces. One of the ones and the other one, it's a little too hot. Once I'm done cleaning up here, I'm gonna clean all this up because I'm done for today. And then I'm gonna show you guys how it fits and what I did. So this is what we're gonna lift. Super shiny reflector, right? So this one is a little different than this one. Very hot still. But you just see we have our thing here, right? We got a nice piece of metal, 3/16. This one. All right, so it's a little obviously like. Maybe sure it doesn't match up perfectly, but you're gonna wanna be able to like kinda, you see that? right? There you go. Now this is gonna be our mounting plate. So the bolts, we're gonna bolt this to it, and then we're gonna have a little beam here, and that we're gonna weld to this. It's gonna stick up. It's just our little thing. So we could always remove the bumper if we want to. But yeah, and then this one's the same. It's a little different though. It's a little different, but it fits. Flip it around. A little bit of a movement in there. That way it's not gonna damage the threads like crazy when you put it on. But yeah, this one fits nice. So there you go. That's it. 2 days of work. Yeah, this. But it's worth it, trust me, you'll see. So as of now, I cleaned it as good as I can. I got a little bit of rust there, but I can't go too far in there. And I'm just getting some automotive primer on them. And I'm gonna do some auto enamel under. So that's it, just get these back so they're not really rusting. So day 3, back in business. Okay, so it's day 2. Got my setup again. I have my pipe. It's gonna be in the description if this goes right. Here's the plates all hooked up, flat, right? So what I did is I just measured it by like eye, and I'll tell you guys the measurement so that way you guys just know it. But about 13 inches. So a foot and an inch from there. So I'm doing a foot and an inch, 13 inches. So I'm gonna cut it there. That way I'm gonna have my basically foot pipe. This is 4 feet, so you basically get 4 of them. And you get that, and then we're gonna cut the angle later. So I'm gonna cut this into 2 sections, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we got our 2 pieces here. Now we're gonna see like how our angle is gonna look for these. So I just eyed it and just angled it. Should be, you know, I like kind of just put it so when it's like that, it's kind of angled right where I want it. And obviously you have extra pipe, so if I mess up here, I'll let you guys know. But wow. Okay, so it's just a cut, and then I go up here like that, and it's right there in the front. Looks pretty good. And so we're just gonna have the straight pipe on top of this, and then a bend here. So this looks pretty good. Okay, so I got both these a little bit sanded down, so pretty smooth, ready for welding, I guess, the bracket. Now we have the 7.5 coil, and for me, I'm just gonna do a flat bar from the grill, and then I'm gonna do a flat one, like another one here, and maybe out of like another one here, I don't know. But anyways, it's 38 inches. So I'm cutting a 38-inch spool here. Then I'm gonna measure the side ones. I'm gonna do that. Okay, now I'm using the welder. I'm gonna tack them up because I think it's easier, because once it's on there, you can just cut everything, and then once everything's tacked, we'll weld it all together. So for now, we're just gonna weld it. I'll come right back.
Your attention to detail and how precise you are with how you sound and the way you make your music sound and the tracks that you pick. It's like, that's an art in itself.
All right, so update. I don't really know how far I showed you guys, but okay, so I think the last thing I showed you guys is that. Okay, so I basically just cut some like holes in this. It just looks horrible. And I measured, remember the pipe, I measured this to the grill. These I just literally just used an angle grinder and cut like a little hole in them, so it holds the bar And then there you go, right? So it holds the bar. Make sure it's like pretty straight. And then now I'm just cutting like a edge. That way it's like angled that way. So then when I have a bar to the end of the headlight, so I'm cutting that out. And that is about 15 and a half inches. 15 and a half inches for the edge. And the whole thing was flipping. But this is where I'm at right now. It's going pretty good. I just tacked these on so they're all together, and now I'm gonna try something. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Basically just cutting this in half. I'm gonna see if I can like make a little like junction here. So far it's looking pretty good though. It's gonna be black. I'm gonna paint it, but I should have most of it done today. And then tomorrow I'm probably gonna do the bottom skid plate part. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Okay, now we just took it off and bolted it. And we're gonna roll this up together. This is what it looks like. So we just welded it up a little bit. Okay, so after all of that was done, I grinded down some of the welds, put a lot of flat forward. It just looks like a normal bumper, but and I'm just using some cheap spray paint. Doing the top layer lid dry. I also used the automotive primer on this one too. That's the first layer, just on the wheels though. One, two, yeah. And then I'm using black paint, but I'm still gonna have to drill 2 holes on the top, that middle bar like 1, 2, for the aluminum piece, and we'll see how it looks. So we're gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep doing my. I'll show you here. Look, show you. I got my aluminum, my steel piece. So that's our front piece. I had to get some hardware. This bolt I just went through the top because the nut inside's bad, and then this one still works. And then there's 2 in the back. Let me show you. This one right here. So your transmission, and then here's your. I cannot undo it, but anyways, it's this one and this one. I put the 2 bolts, but it's gonna be flat here. And I'm gonna try to aim it up, and then hopefully that will work. So it's gonna be flat. So this is gonna be flat, and then it's gonna come up, and then I'm gonna try to connect both the front flat piece here and this one together, and we'll see how that works. So it's been like 5 hours working on this now. We have like that metal piece, you know, it was a pain to get it on, and it was flat, and I just bent it, and with the jack, so I just kept pushing up on a spot. Let me show you guys just how it is. It's not done yet, but yeah, it's pretty bad. So I'm gonna have to like use a jack, straighten it up, try to get it flat, and curl up the edges right here, like try to curl them up. I had to do some cutting here on this. I had to cut, these brackets were in the way, so I had to cut those out of the way. It looks horrible. This is just wrap, so you can take that off. And then I cut out 2 holes. So now I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna try to make these look good. I'm gonna try to straighten this out. And then right now I'm still painting the bumper. But you wanna put the bumper on to measure out the holes, and then drill through these holes through the tube. And then, yeah, and I don't have any bolts right now because these ones would have fit here, but they're not, it's not gonna work. And so we're just gonna zip tie it for now until we get 2 bolts. So now I'm gonna try to get it straight. It's pretty stiff though, like it's sturdy. It's not like going anywhere, you know. But yeah, I want to straighten it out. That way it looks good. And then, yeah, I'll see how straight I can get it. All right. So just smooth out the sides here. Still horrible, really. I came 3 times. I don't know if it's too hot. I'm sure we're using it. All right, so this course not loaded. If you let me know, paint feels so hot. So yeah, this is just floating. This is just gonna fall. Normally, if you want to go there, some people add like a beam on the bottom of this, and it kind of goes here. It doesn't wait for me. You can drop something, but there's like a beam, so you know there's a bar here. They're basically like beams that come up on this. That way it's like super, like super, it won't do anything. But for me, I don't really, first of all, it wouldn't fit. If I wanted to, it's pretty good. It's pretty flat. And I did flatten this out. It's a little better. I don't know. I still like I was pouring steel for this, but I don't go over anymore. So I kind of just the dope to pre-run for it. And I'm racing and take things into this. And maybe some tires. These are the one down. See if I can bring one down. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's just simple. And also some people have, you know, how to they have from the bar here, they have a piece just cutting the weld to that, which, you know, it's not like you can't do that. You can have cut it in the middle. So this is what you have left over. Honestly, you probably don't need to, I don't know how to so much because I guess I need to use the beam on top, which is 7.5. So I would just buy the 7.5 inch pole. This is definitely more than 4 feet. So I had extra even after the 7.5. So I would get more. I was an extra 2x2. But yeah, so that's not how it is for now. That's why I'm going to stick to a little bit. I'm going to go both things with now. And then get some bolts for that. Bolts are very easy. And maybe, you know, if you want to do that, you can have the side things that connect from the bar here to 2x2 to 1. Just take a little pole. If you want to, you can. Maybe extra split. And then eventually add a little bit more support beam. Maybe like a weld behind that metal. I might have to bend it or have a little bent, so that I can put like probably a 1/4 inch steel bracket right over here, just for kind of like a bump stop, you know, because that steel is aluminum, it's just gonna bend, you know, so maybe that would be. Or you could put, you know, just like tape on steel pieces, like as long as that, like down the middle, like 1, 2, 3, so that way it doesn't reflect, it's not straight, and you just, you know, tape it on or something. I think that would work. Maybe not even, but yeah, it's just how this is what I'm showing how to do. And I didn't describe it well, so. Watching, yep.